On this episode, we're going to learn a little bit about cyber liability insurance.
Ooh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bob Wahl Show. On the Bob Wahl Show, we talk business, St. Louis, and real estate.
Hello, St. Louis. Thank you for joining us. Today, we have Chris Hansel with Mathenia Insurance Group.
That's correct.
And there's a fairly new type of insurance out there that's fairly important given the times we're in with all the online activity. So I thought it'd be good to just educate everyone about cyber liability insurance.
Cyber liability.
Chris is he did a previous episode. You are a commercial insurance broker with Mathenia Insurance Group. You do provide this type of coverage?
We do. We have a few different carriers that can offer it.
Okay.
Typically, to get cyber liability coverage, you would be a business owner that has a general liability and policy in place already.
Okay.
I believe you can get a standalone cyber policy to go in addition to your general liability coverage. But cyber liability is important if you own a business and you take credit cards or you store banking information for customers in your system. If you have a database that has stored credit cards or checking accounts or any of that kind of stuff, you really could be at risk. I mean, you hear about places like Home Depot and Target. I don't mean to name drop, but these are just some of the places that I've heard in the news that have had, people's cards get attacked or whatever. There are coverages in place to help protect you as a business in case that happens to you. So, if you have a credit card swiping machine, you should possibly consider having cyber liability added to your coverage. And there's all kinds of, there's different levels of exposure, so there's different levels of coverage that you can have as well.
Okay. And if someone this is fairly new as well, isn't it?
As far as the coverages go, yeah, I've been with Mathenia for 3.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started there, we were starting to get emails and flyers, and some of the account reps were coming to us saying, hey, we're offering this cyber liability. We should sit down and discuss what it is and how to sell it and who needs it and who should have it and what it covers exactly. So it is fairly new, and we haven't written a lot of it, so I'm not extremely familiar with all the ins and outs of it, but I know that we have it, and I know who to call to get that information. And
right.
They would actually come to our office and sit down and discuss it if we needed it.
Okay. Yeah, it is a newer product, and it's always also something that I could see how it's not common yet, but I could also see how it's something that's probably going to evolve even more over time, where it becomes more of a common product.
I sure hope so, with the way things are happening these days.
Right.
You just never know what's going to, if they can hack your email accounts, they're getting into bank accounts somehow. I don't know what they're doing when they get in there, but
right.
If they're taking money, you'd like to know that it's protected.
I've been trying to hack your email for 2 days now. I can't get in, so I don't know.
Password with a capital P. Nobody uses that, right?
Right.
Just capitalize the P. Put a $sign after the D. Nobody will know what it is.
Well, cool. Well, thanks a lot. If anyone has any questions, just get in contact with Chris. I'll be tagged on the video, so you'll know how to reach him. Also, you can ask whatever questions in the comments section, but cyber liability insurance I can see it becoming more popular, so really good information to have. Yep. Thanks, Chris, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
That concludes this week's episode. Thank you again for joining us. Goodbye next week. I will see you for now. Bye, everyone.
Bye.